Yeah, so last live we were talking about The Wire, and a lot of people are asking me about making a Ziggy compilation, and unfortunately found out today that he passed away. Robert, he was a good actor. It's unfortunate. He was young too. Yeah, man. But I will make a Ziggy compilation. What's going on, guys? James Ranzone passed away. Hey, what's going on? I heard he did. The New York Post said he did. HBO said he did. Yeah, I think it was 46. Yeah, Ziggy. We were just talking about Ziggy the other day too. He was a great character. He knocked that out of the park. That actor. As far as how I saw some stuff, did any of you read it? Oh, El Dorado, what's going on, brother Kyle? What's going on, Kyle? Rowdy, Kyle, you never got back to me. I gotta send you a link. I was making a couple of compilations. Yeah, he passed. Yeah, his poor family. I don't know, man. I don't know what happened. I mean, it says what happened, but you never really know. My weekend, it was good. I can't complain. How's your weekend? Oh, beep up boop. There you go. I was asking about you the last live stream. I appreciate that, brother. You liked my rap song? Man, it's vacant now. Yeah, this calling card is an ace. Are you in the Discord, El Dorado? Oh yeah, you are. That's right. Oh, Beep asked a good question. What's my favorite Ziggy moment? I think when he went to whack the Greek, the way he acted that scene, and then when he got in the car and it was all like blurry, and then in the jail scene between him and Frank Zabaka, that was a really touching scene. Well, you got an email, Kyle, right? Get Discord, brother. Or just make an Instagram. I don't know. When Cheese robbed Ziggy, yeah, that was a good scene. Red tops, right cheer, right cheer. How's the open faced turkey sandwich here? So I was working on a Davy Scatino, a new one because YouTube only allows 11 minutes. So I found something where I could do, it's going to be over an hour, I think, a Davy. And then I'm going to do the Pine Barrens with no fluff in it. It's just straight up Pine Barrens without the rest of the fluff. I found a good place to stash the compilations. El Dorado said saw the Philly Mob doc on Netflix and was surprised to see Angelo Lutz on it when Joey is such a big critic of the show. Uh, yeah, Joey's a. I have no words for Joey. He's a good guy though. Your estimation of me as a live streamer just plummeted. If I could live stream, what the heck else can I do? When Kyle said when Chrissy shoots the deer, he leaps up out of the snow sideways, whips his arm when he fires like he's throwing a frisbee. Beep said, "You see the Jake Paul got beat up." Yeah, I saw that he got his jaw rocked. That's what happens. I knew that was coming though. I saw that coming from miles away. What I tell Jake Paul about playing them away games? Yeah, I don't know. You guys are a fan of Jake Paul? I don't really care for him too much. I don't hate him. I just don't really care too much. There's better fighters, way better fighters. This is a face-to-face business. Yeah, Jake, he's all really about the money. Like when Floyd Mayweather was fighting in his prime, it wasn't all about the money. Then once it became all about the money, you saw how Floyd fought. Man, I wish Bird was here, man. Bird be loving this shit right here. Yeah, the ref wasn't letting him off the hook. Jake was not pumping iron, and he's not strong as a bull. It showed. It showed that night. Beep Boop said he gained respect for him because he took some pretty big shots from a prime heavyweight. That is true. I'll give him that. Oh, there he is. Kyle, he benched 300 with a major head cold. What do you hear? What do you say? What's to talk about? I'm all that 50 G's. Ever ate at How do you pronounce it? Bamontes? Doesn't sound. It doesn't look familiar. Have I seen the latest? No, El Dorado. It's in Brooklyn. No, I didn't eat there. Beep said, "Have you seen the latest Francis drama?" No. What happened? What happened with Michael Francis? How do I feel about Mamdani taking the big seat next month? We will see. We will talk about that when he takes a seat. If I see anything, I hear anything, if I feel different, I'll let you know. Yeah, what's going on with Francis? I didn't hear the drama. The last thing I saw with Francis was when he posted about the Castellano 40 years shit. And I don't know if he did business with Paul with the chickens and shit. I don't believe anything he says, man. Celestial, what's going on, brother? So Beep said that Francis said that Candace Owens is in danger and she's telling the truth, even though he said she was crazy not long ago. The political nonsense. Uh, when he talks politics, I don't really care because it's all bullshit. If you were at my earlier live streams when I would talk about the politics and how it's all bullshit, and none of it matters, to be honest with you. Yeah, exactly, Kyle. It's all a soap opera. I could say a lot about it, but I did say a lot about it. So, what do I think about the Venezuelan conflict? So, I was talking about the Venezuela thing the other day and how the president said that they had oil that belonged to the United States, right? But if that's true, then why was he giving out oil in 2020? Because there was so much of it and oil was in the negatives. And the thing that he's talking about is from 2007. Why is it brought up now? And then they're releasing files and this and that. And it's just, you know, the same reason they go into Venezuela is the same reason for 2004 and the rest of history why people go to other places. Beep said Francis is a guy who goes where the wind blows, like whatever is popular, he'll roll with it. Yeah, that's so true. People call him a grifter and shit like that. I mean, I get it sometimes, you want to talk about shit, but I don't know. He don't seem like the guy that knows what he's talking about anyway. How he's doing said they got John Allen as some city board member. That's a disgrace. Wasn't he a murderer? Liquid barrels of cash in these conflicts, says Carolina. That's bingo right there. That oil goes to Iran and on the undesirable places. Yep. They want to control the faucet. Word to the wise, though. Remember Pearl Harbor, like we were saying the other day. Forget the Cuban Missile Crisis. Didn't Kennedy stop all that shit? Yeah, Celestial, we were talking about the other day how we never really won a war, to be honest. That it was all a facade. Vietnam was a waste of time. The 2000s was a waste of time. Yeah, so Kennedy perpetuated it, Kyle said, with the whole the Cuban thing. Yeah, they were just redacted files. I knew they weren't going to put out anything. So here's the thing, Beep. Whether Trump would have been in or Kamala, it would have been the same exact thing. Same exact thing. People don't realize that. Yeah, Vietnam wasn't a war to win. That's true. Full Metal Jacket and Apocalypse Now, yeah. The wars, they want the oil and all that other shit. If it's not the oil, it's the flowers, the plants. Rip Ziggy. Ziggy's with his duck now. So supposedly what happened is he did it himself. Just like the guy that played Johnny Cakes. Same kind of situation from what I heard. Allegedly. Do you think the A bomb during World War II is cheating or justified? Uh, I'm always anti war, so I don't feel like it was justified. What's going on, Nico from the Ducks? We were talking about, how sad that the actor that played Ziggy died. Harry Truman wanted his corners. Was it from the Ducks? Nico, you watched The Wire, right? Yeah, imagine, just think about it. And the guy said it too. So when he flew over Japan and he pressed that button, He said he slept good that night. That's I have no words for someone like that, man. How do you sleep good after you just decimated hundreds of thousands? I I don't know. So some of my favorite presidents, they were from way back, like Abraham Lincoln. How do I rate Casino? Casino is like an 8.5, maybe a 9. I'll give it a I'll give it an 8.8. Honest Abe. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night pressing a button like that. George Washington was your favorite president, but you like Thomas Jefferson. So, Beep, why was Washington your favorite president? Yeah, because Japan wasn't going to give up, I'll tell you that. The, that's why they did it, supposedly. Good morning from Ireland. Hillbilly John. What's going on? It was all about the dolls. It always is. Yep. That's what The Wire teaches you guys. That's what I learned from it. That's how the world operates. From the feds to you had all of, the Greeks, then you had the chief, and then it was all messed up. And it still is. That's why I liked Bunny Colvin so much, because he was a true police. We need more Bunny Colvins in this world. So Beep said he loves the story of George Washington and how he defeated the strongest empire in history and creating America. He was a great leader of men. So, Americans, what do you think about that? Because history is written by the victor. Remember that. Nico, I think it was, they're going after the plants. Your rent is too high. Yeah. So, when things go high, the food and everything, product, it's not going to go down. It's going to take a while. The only thing that makes things go down is to stop buying it. Yeah, Hillbilly John, what happened to the actor that played Ziggy is true. Beep said he saw a few days ago the feds busted 16 cartel guys or associates in LA. That wouldn't surprise me. Cuz You're right there when you're in LA. Yeah, Nico, The Wire is one of the best shows, man. You got to watch it. It literally, it's way ahead of its time. Way ahead of its time. I think it's more ahead of its time than The Sopranos. I mean, technically, he was a kid. He was only 46. He was a baby. If he was 47, he'd be a kid. Carolina said, "What the deal is, kicking up to the USA is a disgrace. We shouldn't be down there." No, we shouldn't be down there. Phil's kid brother was 47. Beep said, "What do I think the most tragic death on The Wire was? Because his was Omar getting popped by the kid. Mine was Bodie Broadus, defending his corner like a champ. That one got me." Omar's boyfriend was messed up. Yeah, that caused all that whole sequence of events. Dookie, yeah, Dookie's arc was depressing. Only Bubbles came out on top, right? Frank Zabaka was sad. Wallace was sad. Yeah, Bodie went out like a legend, but still, I didn't expect O Dog to just come behind him. No, I don't think Dookie was with Bubbles. That might have been someone else. Couldn't be Dookie, because Bubbles was clean. The Wire is better written than The Sopranos. The Sopranos is more about family. The Wire is more about how the world operates from low level people to the highest people, like feds, government. Yeah, Nico, it wasn't Bubbles that you're talking about. Yeah, the Clay Davises of the world. They're all over the place. And then like the Bill Rawls and all them, they want to just juke the stats. That's all they care about in real life too, the stats. They need good stats because then they get the good school ratings. People move to the neighborhood because the schools are good, and then you're paying more property taxes and this and that. Beep said the Sopranos have better characters, but the story. So they're both like they're both meaningful. You know, one's about family and how we got in too late. That's basically the whole thing with the Sopranos. They can't, Tony came in too late. The police that had the dirt on Daniels was what's his name? Yeah, I'm in New York. Michael B. Jordan played Wallace. Wire had a lot of great actors too, but tough to argue against the cast with Tony Sirico and the Shah of Iran. Oh man, you have Wood Harris, who played Avon. You had so many in The Wire. Michael K. Williams. It's just a whole, it's a different genre. Don't let you down on it. Don't let you down on what? I'm trying to think. The dirt on Daniels. Which cop had the dirt on Daniels? Oh, Burrell. Yeah, Idris Elba was good. Do I speak Italian? I can, but it won't come out so good because it's all slang dialect. Oh, John Smith. I appreciate what you sent me, brother. I saw that on Instagram. Thank you, man. Happy holidays. Happy New Year, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, I didn't like Burrell. Yeah, Burrell trying to play it safe, but he still failed. Go ahead, Nico. Hit me up. Yeah, it helped me a little bit, but I got to search because some of them want a lot of experience, unfortunately. Beep said, "What do I think about all the stuff coming out of Vince McMahon being into guys? He claims he's. Uh, uh, I didn't hear anything about that. I just know what he used to do with his wrestlers. Look how many of them died young. They didn't really take care. He didn't take care of his wrestlers. Yeah, John Smith. You were telling me the whole Air Force thing. That's how you got the on-the-job training. So I would have to figure out something how to get on-the-job training or do some type of apprenticeship. What do I think about Dennis Cuddy? I liked Cuddy. Cuddy was good. McMahon, Truman. They're all messed up, man. Cuddy was old school. Yes, he was. Avon, old school. Slim Charles was old school. Weebay. But then you had Marlowe's guys. They weren't old school at all. All right, Carolina, let's take this in the back. Did Ziggy die in real life? Yes, he did. I'm listening, John Smith. The rabbit said, "What if the guys from The Sopranos knew the Wire crew from Baltimore?" Um, well, they didn't really deal besides Bump and Sarah. So I don't know. Unless they hired them as hitters. Jay Belfast, you're gonna make a Ziggy video? My song got like 3,000 views. I'm ashamed. Kyle, 4 points. Come on, 2.5. Yeah, Bodie was in The Sopranos, and so was Michael B. Jordan. Wallace was chasing little Tony off the bus when he went to see Johnny Boy at the amusement park. Yeah, Nico, you could write it. So, the, John Smith, the projected shortage of HVAC technicians in the U.S. is substantial, with estimates suggesting the industry needs around 400,000 additional technicians to operate. Really? Wow, that's crazy. Oh yeah, when they arrest a clown at the that place was up the block from me. I went there. I filmed over there. There's nothing there anymore. Nico, I'm in New York, so we were all together. In 20 years, there may be no more HVAC. No, there'll always be HVAC. AI is not taking over the housing industry. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Don't act like this is a chore serious. This party was your idea. AI can't make ice, you nabladans. Fiber optic cables. I remember when that shit came out. I used to hook up the cables myself. I still do, actually. Have I been to Joe the Barber's house in Appalachian? No. No, I have not. Used to install the satellites for. I don't know if those would work anymore. What's to do in Schenectady, New York? I have no idea, bro. I never go that way. The furthest I went was Roscoe. There's good fishing spots in Roscoe, and you could hunt and stuff. Is Maron pronounced Maron? Well, the D sounds like an R, just like if you say capicola, the ham. The C kind of sounds like a G. That's why you hear the word gabagool. So the R and it's Marona. 625 McFall Road. It's where the famous meeting of the 57. Yeah, when they took all the pictures, right? The Appalachian meeting. No, I didn't go over there. Marona, you don't even pass the salt. We could talk about some Italian slang that they said on The Sopranos. If you guys don't understand anything, I'll help you. Or what's like authentic, like what a real Italian would say versus what they would say in The Sopranos. We could do that right now. Ubats. So, ubats is pazzo, Pazzo, like you're crazy. So you would say un pazzo. I'm trying to think. All right, so the last one with the M in it, I'm not going to say it. It's it's spelled Melenzana. And that word in Italian means eggplant. Melanzana. The Z is like a Y if you want to say that sometimes. All right, give me another word. Your favorite word is gabagool. What do I think about the rapper 6ix9ine? I hate him. I don't like anything about him. Yeah, I was drinking coffee and I went down the wrong pipe just now, so I had to mute it and I was coughing. No, I was choking on coffee for a minute. I didn't watch the fight, I just saw the highlights. What does Uncle Philly mean right after he says it's an honor to be joined by men? Well, that's obvious what he said afterwards. That was nothing Italian. I won't pay for a boxing fight anymore. I'll watch highlights. Unless it's something I really want. The last fight was Mayweather Pacquiao, I think. Why do they keep hinting that Uncle Phil is on the pink team secretly? I think secretly David Chase was playing for that team. So Carolina says he doesn't know what you says. Gravy. Italians don't call sauce gravy. I don't know where they got that from. At least the ones I grew up with, we never called it gravy. Our family didn't call it gravy. It's sauce. Sunday sauce. It's sauce. Beep said the word that mob guys call a side girl, gumar. Gumara. Yeah, Ziggy from The Wire died. I don't know, Nico. I think he maybe was playing for the pink team. Any more Italian words or slang that they said, or stuff from the Italian culture that they did wrong? That you think maybe they did wrong? Kyle says, "How long was Phil waiting in the hotel room closet?" So I thought about that. Like, I wonder what the conversation was when who was there? Coco, um, Jerry Torchiano was there. Fat Dom was there. What the hell were they talking about while Phil was just sitting there in the closet? Yeah, Beep. So Beep said he doesn't want to insinuate anything, but he did spend a lot of time with the Vito Johnny Cake story. Yeah, Ireland got a lot of Italians there. Yeah, they're hardworking people, man. The two tailors that did Rusty, they spoke Napolitan. They were good. So was Corky Caparel. Oh yeah, that room before Vito showed up probably stunk so bad. Godfather Part 3. I don't remember that scene, Beep, but maybe somebody else does. Sorry. I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to mislead you. Yeah, I know, A Bing. I get it. Into what? I'm just reading the comments. John says the Italians run the fish and chip shops in Ireland. How do I feel about the Sopranos ending? It was at the time I watched it, I hated it. Now I appreciate it. I appreciate it because we still talk about the ending and what happened. Someone said today they think in the ending AJ was probably followed. Bing, that's one of my favorite quotes that he says. Well, you don't love me anymore. That breaks my heart. But you don't gotta love me. But you will respect me. Wasn't all of his enemies taken care of? No. You still had Paulie. That was an enemy. You still had Butchie. And there weren't on the show but the other four families. Because you can't whack a boss without the commission's approval. Phil was the boss of one of the five families of the show, which the Lupertazis were probably like the Lucchese's. So Tony didn't have backing from the other four bosses that we don't know of, and he had to be dealt with. Butchie had his eyes around it all. I felt that line with the whole lo mein thing. You ever go and you have something at home and you're just thinking about it, and then somebody ate it, and then you got to think about something else you got to eat? Butchie with the 360 vision. Madonna mia. Yeah, Devin Burkett spelled it right. There would be an A at the end. Madonna. Like the Madonna. As a Sopranos fan, do I think it was all worth it? What do you mean by that, Nick? I mean, noodles are all over the world, so I don't know who invented that. The Johnny Cake scenes, was it worth it? No, they could have did way much more with New York, establishing, the families. Oh, the whole hustle. No, it wasn't worth it. The Sopranos. It's never worth it. Only a couple mobsters in real life it was worth it for. One was probably Tony Accardo. The whole Johnny Cakes thing could have been done in one episode. That shit took what? 9 episodes? 8 episodes? Frank Costello. Yeah, the whole thing with the when Tony and Phil always meet up at Frank Costello's statue is like a hidden meeting. I think because Phil gets hit in the face, and if Tony got popped, it would be in the same place. Both got popped in the head, so did Frank Costello. Tony's whole gambling losing streak is what kind of led to his bad decisions between Vito's kid and then Phil. Hey Bing, who do you think's keeping them in Butter Brickle? Yeah. So how he's doing said if anyone was followed, it was AJ. He was working for Little Carmine. Exactly. I was saying that before that AJ was probably followed. The way he handled Vito was the end of the road for his regime, as Kyle said. I agree. Because Phil wasn't going to get over his brother Billy anyway, but, you know, there was still other shit that happened that caused him to flip. Plus, he had Butchie. He had a hot temper in his ear trying to whack Jersey the whole time. Carlo, yeah. Tony abused all his guys. Catching, not pitching. I think Paulie had him whacked. Paulie had something to do with it. His facial expressions, why would those shots be, you know, shown throughout that last episode if he didn't have anything to do with it? So Beep asked, who was the biggest sicko in mob history? A guy that was just really evil and twisted. Evil and twisted. Well, you have the Grim Reaper, Greg Scarpa. He comes to mind. You had Tommy Karate. You had Nicky Scarfo. Well, Kuklinski, the Iceman, he was a phony. I wouldn't put Roy DeMeo up there because Roy was whacking innocent people. Scarpa was working for the feds for 30 years. He was an informant. Plus, Scarpa was doing weird. He was doing weird stuff. I don't even want to. I can't say on here, but everyone feared Greg Scarpa. Not a lot of people feared Roy DeMeo. Don't Gotti probably just turned that down because he didn't want to, maybe deal with, some of that other, or he might have had business dealings with them because Gotti was into moving, you know what, the powders. Nino Gadji, he was a crazy one, but I wouldn't say he was one of the most evil twisted. Sammy Gravano, uh, I think Scarpa and the other guys that I mentioned were way more crazier. Tommy DeSimone, he was nuts, but I wouldn't put him in the top five. Tommy Bellotti. Tommy Bellotti was a tough guy. He didn't even need to be a shooter. He would beat you up, manhandle you. They were a tough crew. The top five craziest mobsters. Let me think. Evil too. Are we saying evil? I'm putting Greg Scarpa up there. That's one. This is on not like a whole ABC list. It's just scattered. No, I wouldn't put Crazy Joe Gallo up there. He was crazy, but in a different way, mafia way. He wasn't twisted, so I'll go Greg Scarpa, Tommy Karate, Nicky Scarfo. Um, I'm trying to think of somebody from Chicago. Let me think for a minute. No, Dutch Schultz wasn't in the mafia, so Tommy D. Simone. See, I'm thinking of maybe can you put Spilotro up there? No, Jaime Weiss wasn't in Cosa Nostra. I'm talking Cosa Nostra. Al Capone. You know what? I think Capone deserves to be up there because he was straight up blowing shit up. Capone was a borderline terrorist. And I think that's five, right? I'd even mention Roy DeMeo. But Roy DeMeo, I don't know. He's got the evil part. Was Frank Collada made? There's conflicting stories whether he was made or not. I heard he was made. I heard Spilotro made him because you could do that. But some people say no, some people say yes. The Gemini twins, they were just following the orders because if the Gemini twins didn't do anything, Roy would have put them into pieces. So, by that logic, Devin, if they were all, terror, then. So, the true definition of the terror and all that, wouldn't the news anchors that report news to people and create terror, isn't that terroristic? La Cosa Nostra is an awesome experience. What do you mean by that? Yeah, give me 1 second, guys. All right, John. All right, I'm back. Enjoy your holidays, brother. Yeah. James said his uncle told him a group of friends he put together for work if needed. I don't know what that means. Never understood how a guy like Ace Rothstein could fall for a trick like Ginger. Did she even exist? Anyone want to answer that for him? I mean, they were crazy. You know what? Evil guys. What about Albert Anastasia? I didn't even mention him. James, I lived through all that shit. Yeah, Kyle, I forgot about Anastasia. He has to be up there. I remember when I was younger, I confused Ace Rothstein with Arnold Rothstein. Stugatz. So, well, you know what Ungats means, right? Ungats. When they say Gats, it's really Cazzo. They have a show. It's on YouTube. Some of his shows. The Iceman. I heard he only popped two people. James, there's so many good books to read if you want to know about Cosa Nostra. Yeah, Kuklinski was a chump. Would Arnold Rothstein have changed any of events? Yeah. Different things could have happened with Joe Masseria. Yeah, Kyle, that's what he did. He used poison like a woman. Rothstein and Joe Masseria didn't like each other. So I had a theory that Masseria ordered Arnold Rothstein whacked. It wasn't over a gambling thing. You can't be a guy that's, you groomed Lucky, Meyer Lansky, and then you die over a gambling debt. I don't think so. How feared was Joe Masseria? In my opinion, Joe Masseria was one of the strongest bosses to ever be in Cosa Nostra, and he did like the most things for them. He was a powerhouse. Oh yeah, Toto Rena in Sicily. Joe Masseria was way more powerful than Maranzano ever could be. So it got to politics, right? So after Masseria, because Masseria was involved in the whole Tammany Hall thing. Masseria wanted the one boss. Once Lucky did that commission, which he didn't start that, Johnny Torrio did, but once Lucky started inviting his own people, that wasn't his own people, if you know what I mean. It started to get a little different. Yeah, Kyle, Maranzano wanted one boss as well, but I think Lucky made a mistake by what he did, and he was probably pushed by Lansky to do that. Joe the boss, yeah. So Bing, there's women bosses in Italy, usually in the Camorra clans. Well, Kyle, it's a mistake to how secretive they would have been. They would have. Cosa Nostra was supposed to be a secret society. Under Joe Masseria, he could have kept. It would have been different. Till this day, you never know. They didn't play around back then. They did have politicians though, and when the politicians backed out, they backed out. I think after Hoffa, they're like, we don't want a part of this no more. And then the whole Rico thing. But yeah, once politicians back out of shit, then you start to lose power. Hey, Row One, what's going on? How you doing? Said, do you think Lucky was given a poison drink at the airport in Italy, waiting to pick up the producer to write his biography? That's a theory. Um, it's very possible. I mean, he wasn't old. How did the beef between Maranzano and Marisseria start? Both wanted to be boss. Power. They were both power hungry. I don't know if you know it, but Lucky was a snitch. Everyone praises him, but he was a snitch. They even show it in Boardwalk Empire. He snitched. Yeah, Lucky was a snitch. He got caught with the H and he snitched. Then he snitched again when they locked him up and they were sending him to Italy. So that's two times he snitched. Leo, what's going on?
Oh, chill. A post.
Tutto a posto.
How's it
Be
going, fellas? Merry Christmas, everyone. What do you?
Rothstein and Masseria could have worked together. Uh, Masseria was only for the Sicilians and his politicians. Rothstein got in the way. You know what I mean?
What you guys been chatting about?
All different topics. We were talking about the actor that played Ziggy that died. Um, we were talking about The Wire. We were talking about the top five evilest mob guys. Um, and right now we were talking about like the Prohibition era.
Okay, cool. Prohibition. Kyle's Eve, Merry Christmas, Beep Bop Boop, salute, Hillbilly John, salute. 20 years in the can. Oh, okay. He was just saying the line. I was like, wait, is that? But okay. Who's in
All right.
my of like most evil mob guys?
So he wants to know who in your top five the most evilest, craziest mafia guys in Cosa Nostra.
Mm. Well, I'm not like a huge expert, but I guess I could formulate a list here. Well, I guess number one's gonna be DeMeo, right?
I didn't have him in my top five. You want to hear mine first?
Yeah. See, what do you got?
So I said Greg Scarpa. I said Tommy Karate.
Hmm.
I said Nicky Scarfo, Albert Anastasia, and Al Capone.
No Roy DeMeo?
No, because he was whacking innocent people.
Well,
I'll
that's
give
why
him.
he was crazy.
I'll give him the honorable mention with the evil part.
But so what do you mean? Like so top five most feared gangsters?
I I, I didn't say what. Well, did you say feared, Kyle? Somebody asked if they were feared because Roy DeMeo wasn't feared.
Top five
I think they said evil and
feared. Okay, feared. Okay, yeah. Roy DeMeo wasn't. I wouldn't put him on the rung of like respected or feared. He was more like a crash out dude, you know, like the dude you call when you need some crazy shit done.
yeah,
All right. Well, as far as if that's what we're doing. Hmm. Man, I can't think now. Well, I guess I would put Anastasia up there for sure.
yeah.
I mean, he was known as like the what was his nickname? The high something executioner or something like that. High Lord executor. What the fuck was his nickname?
The Mad Hatter.
Yeah, yeah, him and just Italian guys.
We were just doing the American Mafia guys.
So no Jewish guys.
No,
Because I would put Lepke in there.
yeah, you would put Lefty.
No Lepke,
Oh,
Louis Lepke,
Lepke.
or
Okay.
Murder Inc.
Yeah,
But all right, Italian guys. So we got Anastasia up there. Mm, yeah, I would say Greg. Greg Scarpa is pretty feared guy. Um, Let me see here. I can't think. Fuck. Carmine Persico.
oh yeah, Persico. Good one.
Yeah, Carmine. And
Is Merlino feared? No.
I mean, there's just so many. But I mean, I guess I would just my most feared dude ever. I mean, Anastasia pretty much did a lot of crazy shit, didn't he?
Yeah,
Like even the commission was like didn't know how to deal with him for a little while.
yeah. He was one of the worst. I agree.
Now, I would put Toto Reina as like the number one of all time. Like as far as overall, I would put him on top of all of everyone. Toto Reina.
Yeah, if we're going that route, yeah,
Yeah. Reno was he has my list. So number five, Gambino was respected though. He was. I would even say,
He wasn't the most respected. They hated him at the end.
but his legacy, like legacy wise, like I like legacy wise, I would say he's respected. No,
Um, these YouTube mafia guys, they all praise him, but
they do. They do. What I'm basing it off of, and the documentaries and all that.
yeah, but the guys that were in there hated him because they did not like that he passed the next in line, the big Paul Castellano. They didn't want them to go that route. They wanted Neil Delacroce or somebody. But since Gambino's vision was to make it more legit businesses, the gangsters didn't like that.
I mean, you could argue Sammy was really feared at one point.
Gravano, yeah, he was one of the most
Everyone, it almost scared shitless of him, right, Sarah?
people were scared shitless of him. But now on YouTube, he's 85, whatever. They all talk shit on him. But they would never have done that in the 70s, 80s,
In
because
'91.
they waited for him to be locked up in prison to start talking shit on him.
Yeah. I mean, just from everything I've heard from about Sammy, that dude was ruthless. So yeah, I put him probably at 5 as one of the most feared guys.
That's a good pick, actually. I don't.
Yeah.
I like that pick.
Yeah, because I mean, he's a rat and a snake, and that overshadows what he's accomplished in that life. But I mean, he was a good gangster. I mean, he would. I mean, as far as getting what you want as a gangster by any means necessary, he was good at that.
Yeah. Kyle said, "Is Gotti in the conversation of feared guys?" Absolutely not. He was not feared by most. None of the other families actually feared him.
Well, wasn't there a story? I don't know if it's true though. That even Bonanno, I think it was bullshit. Where Bonanno wanted to have a sit down with Gravano when he came to Arizona, like just trying to clear the air or something like that. Did you hear that story?
Joe Bananas, he wanted to do something. I know that.
But that he thought twice because he knew that Sammy was a shooter and shit. Like Sammy,
Yeah, yeah. Sammy, he definitely was packing heat when because he left the witness protection right away. So
well, the guy survived prisons for 20 odd years as a rat. So I mean, he knows a little something about staying alive or whatever.
yeah. Um, who was the most
Castellano, yeah.
respected? The Chin. He was one of the most respected. Yeah, he was feared too. You couldn't even say his name.
Ricardo too, right, Syrup? I would say he.
He was one. He was probably the most accomplished mafia guys in American history. He
Yeah,
used to be Al Capone's driver.
yeah, it's crazy that I mean, like when you think of like the like Mount Rushmore, like you think of like Lucky and Al Capone and fucking those guys. But yeah, Ricardo, wasn't he like in power for like what, like 40 years? Like how many decades?
At least 40 years, and
Up
he
uh,
never got arrested.
yeah, up until like the 80s, no, or 70s.
Yeah, I think the 80s, and yeah, he never spent a. I don't think he spent a day in jail.
Bro, that's like if Lucky ran New York since like the 30s or 40s. You know what I mean? Like if he never left New York and stayed there till the 8th, that's exactly it, bro. That shit's crazy.
Was Fat Tony feared? Yeah, I'm sure he was feared. Nino Gadrius, who actually did half of the DeMeo hits. Gadji he was more crazier than Roy, but he wasn't a sicko like Roy. Roy
Mhm.
probably feared Gadji.
That's the guy with the turtleneck, right, in the mugshot.
Gadji.
I think so.
It was either, yeah, it might be either him or was it Dominic Monteglio? One of them.
But yeah, as most respected, let's see.
You got a Cardo. That's number one.
Yeah, Cardo, that's like premium Cosa Nostra. But those guys, would you call them Cosa Nostra? I don't think they use that term, huh? Cosa Nostra over there in Chicago.
Uh, they were still considered, yeah, but they did have a more Camorra type style, but they were still, part of. But New York couldn't control them.
Yeah, like in the commission, like did they have a say in the commission? Because I know it was a five family. So what did Ricardo represent? Like whenever I guess Ricardo would be the representant, right?
I don't think so. Chicago was so weird that they used to shift bosses. That's why Cardo never really got caught. They would be like, "Oh, this one's the boss. That one's the boss." So no one ever knew Tony Accardo was just running shit.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys on New York, like Cruz, that never got famous. That I'm pretty sure those are like the most respected guys out there.
Yeah,
Like, yeah. Go ahead, sir.
there was some Gambino guys. You had the one that died in 2019. No one really even knew he was still around. Frank Cali.
Yeah.
He was, a secret. No one really knew nothing until he died, and he was around since like the 70s.
Yeah. Well, I guess Lucky, one of the most respected guys across the board. Everyone respects Lucky. Like, I don't think there's anyone that could say a bad thing about him as far as Cosa Nostra or whatever.
Yeah, for going back, way back, Johnny Torrio.
Yeah, Torio too. He's the one that pretty much started with the outfit, right? Because he's the one that broke away from Colosimo. He was the one that said, "Fuck this."
Yeah, so he did the whole thing in Chicago, and he's the one who pitched the idea of the commission.
Torio?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Dude,
he,
Butchie, the actor that played him in Boardwalk, fucking spot on, dude.
oh, Greg Antonacci. Yeah,
Yeah.
Frankie DeChico could have been somebody. He was somebody. Yeah, he would have been a. He would have probably went a long way if he didn't get caught. I don't know if he would have been in that whole commission thing, but the Chin wanted somebody to pay for Castellano's hit because it ruined the whole Concrete Club thing. So I think that's why he did it.
He was trying to get John, wasn't he? And then he got Frankie on accident.
Yeah, he wanted John and I think Gravano. They
Yeah.
thought they thought Gravano was one of them. I think Frankie Hart's.
Yeah, I think they even got like support from Italy on that on taking out John.
Yeah, someone from Italy made the whole car bomb thing.
Yeah. Well, I saw the video I saw a video from MobFax. Um, what was it? Tommaso Buscetta. He was saying that because Castellano was like a big deal in Sicily, Paul. So when they killed him, Toto wanted to kill John Gotti.
Yeah,
Yeah, Rena.
uh, yeah. Kyle said, "Was Gotti right to be paranoid of Sammy?" Yeah, he was caught on tape. He was saying if Gotti got taken out, Sammy would be. They would put Sammy right in, and he knew that Sammy would be able to take his job so quickly, so he was scared of that. I think he made it. He was trying to make a move on Gravano, but like sneakily because he knew Gravano was smart. So after Frankie DeChico died, they knew Chen was kind of behind it. So Gotti told Gravano to whack Chen. So Gravano thinks that he told him to whack Chen to basically just set him up, and then if he would have whacked Chen, Gotti would might have gave him up and said, "Yeah, he did it just to get him out of the way." That's a theory, though, but he basically tried to send him in a death mission, but he didn't. Gravano didn't do it.
What was that guy? That kid from Philly, Phil Testa.
Phil Testa.
Yeah, the one that they killed.
They killed him and then Salvi Testa.
Yeah, like everybody loved them, right, or something like that. I feel like they could have gone far in the Philly mob.
If they didn't take out Salvi Testa, then Phil Leonetti might have not ratted. And Kyle says, did Gotti make Sammy underboss for political reasons or were they tight? Both. So Gravano had he had all that construction shit. He was very well liked with all the families. He could do business. Plus, that was Frankie DeChico's friend. That wasn't Gotti's friend. So he trusted Sammy, but you know, then he started talking shit. That's what people are saying, that Sammy was in the closet, but you don't know. We don't know, so I don't want to say if he was or he wasn't.
Yeah, someone was saying that online that that's why he killed his brother-in-law.
Yeah, that was a theory too. That's probably why. But hey, no good. What's going on, brother?
Hey, New Good, welcome in, Carnal.
Yeah, Sammy. He was a bad guy, but we knew what John said about him, so
I mean, they're all bad guys, though, so whatever.
yeah.
I mean, what's one guy you could say never did no sneaky shit? Nobody.
And the mafia.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really say factually because you don't really know what everyone did, but I mean, in that life, you gotta betray someone at some point to move forward. You know what I mean? You gotta lie to someone. You gotta set someone up eventually. You gotta, it's not cool.
That's true. Cause look at frickin' Donnie Brasco. Even the Fed frickin' got people killed.
Even who?
The Joe Pistone, Donnie Brasco. Even he got people killed.
Yeah, Jake LaMotta.
I didn't hear about that beep.
Who is Sammy?
The whole Sonny Liston thing, the boxing.
That would have been before his time, no?
Um.
Because LaMotta was in the 50s. No, LaMotta was in the fucking 40s, 30s.
Oh, so yeah, that would have been before his time.
Yeah, because I remember in The Godfather, if you guys pay attention, when he gets shot, there's a poster of a LaMotta fight.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Did the mob fix the list and fight against Ali? I think they did. I think they did. I think I heard that they did too. One of the XY's guys said it.
Yeah, I'm surprised that that gambling scheme stuff hasn't gotten more attention than it has.
I don't. I think Pete said because they don't got jack shit. It's like bullshit.
Yeah, it just kind of like it fizzled out. Like it didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what the hell happened.
They just wanted the headline with all the famous sports players and shit.
Yeah. Well, the popcorn headline.
The popcorn headline. Did you watch any of the fights this weekend?
No, I saw Jake Paul get his jaw rocked though.
Bro, but you know who else got rocked?
Oh,
Andrew Tate got rocked too, bro.
oh, he did.
Yeah, he got rocked by some mid ass dude, bro. Like some mid guy.
I didn't
And
see.
yeah, he got rocked. And but yeah, Jake Paul, yeah. I don't know. That was crazy, bro. I never seen anyone get their jaw broken like that. Yeah, the Tate thing. I'm thinking that AJ was like, fuck the script. I'm cool with 20 mil. I'm gonna break your jaw.
Yeah,
I thought he was top. He's not, bro. He's not top G, dog. He did not. There was nothing top about him in that performance. There was no top. He would fall on his knees and hug the guy's leg.
jeez.
Yeah, it was embarrassing.
When's that Mayweather fight?
Jeez, there's a fucking Mayweather fight coming up. That's crazy.
That's what I heard.
With with Mike, right? Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I would have liked to see that Tyson, that the Joshua fight, but I totally forgot about it. And I've been watching Dexter too.
Oh yeah. What season are you on?
I'm still on season one.
Yeah.
They're he's still looking for that frozen killer guy, the one that
Yeah.
freezes stuff, and yeah, it's really good. Dexter's a lot of fun. I like how it gets into like human behavior. It's
Oh
really interesting.
yeah. It gets better.
Yeah, like how he does things thinking that that's what he's supposed to do. Like
Yeah.
there was this scene where he doesn't know how to react when the girl gets sad.
Oh yeah.
So he tries to give her head, like right there while she's crying. He thinks that that's like a good thing to do. So he literally just goes like down on her, and she's like, "What the fuck?" Like she's like crying in tears, and he's just such a psychopath. He doesn't know. All he had to do was hug her and be like, "Hey, it's okay." But
Yeah.
he tried to give her like head. I was like, "What the fuck?"
You don't know how to. Yeah. I don't know if he has feelings.
Yeah, he doesn't understand social cues. What I don't get about psychopaths though, they say that they don't have feelings, but they enjoy killing. So you have a feeling of enjoyment, just not any other feeling. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. Um. I mean, there's like we ever watch the true crime stuff and they're like, yeah, but then they don't feel nothing after they did all that shit.
Yeah, that's what they say. Yeah,
Or
like
they go to court and they don't apologize to the family and shit.
yeah, no remorse.
Yeah.
Could be a hedonist. I'm not sure. I think Syrup knows.
The difference between a psychopath, I don't even think they correlate, do they?
The Paul thing was. I don't know what it is really, because I mean, what is he showing off? He's just making money at this point.
I think that's all he cares about. Yeah.
I mean, dude's been making guap. I mean, he's generated. I'm sure he's generated almost 500 million from the fights he's done. Right, each one, like you know.
Yeah, when Mike Tyson pulled that punch, when he could have rocked
Oh,
in the fight.
he would have fucked him up. I know exactly what which punch you're talking about.
You're old enough to see Tyson in his prime, pound for pound for pound for pound, best fighter ever. I mean, what about Lennox Lewis?
He was from Philly, right? Or no, Sonny was from Philly. Sonny Liston.
I believe, Philly.
Mm. A lot of good fighters from Philly.
You got Rocky,
Mike's from Philly too. Or no, he's from Brooklyn. Where's he from?
Brooklyn.
Yeah, he's from Brooklyn. Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name's from the UK? The one I just mentioned.
Anthony Joshua.
No, Lennox Lewis.
He was from
Joe
the UK.
Joe Frazier was another one.
He was from Philly.
Uh, I forget where he was from. What about the one that did all the grills?
That's George Foreman.
Foreman.
He beat Tyson, right?
He beat a lot of motherfuckers.
I remember when I was little, they would have his girls all over the place at Sears and everywhere you go. And my dad would always tell me in Spanish, "Oh, ese amigo era buen boxeador." Oh, that guy was a good boxer. And I was like, "Oh, cool." Now he sells girls. Like that, like caught my imagination. That he was a boxer. Now he sells girls.
He sold the. I think that was like the biggest product ever, like billions wise.
Well, bro, I remember it. That shit was all over the place. Like you'd walk into Sears and they'd have like a whole fucking island of George Foreman girls, and they'd have a big old cardboard cutout of him.
Yeah, everyone had a grill back in the day. I remember.
And they're pretty much just like a panini maker, right?
Yeah, I had one.
I didn't have one.
I used to put burgers in there and shit. Just push the thing down, and
Like beef.
yeah.
I feel like I'd make some bomb ass quesadillas on that. Major way right now with the heat on the other families with those many recent arrests and indictments. Could be. Yeah, I don't know a lot of what's going on nowadays. I don't think anyone really does have a good, clear idea of what's happening in New York.
Oh, Hulk Hogan turned down the grill deal before Foreman took it. That's crazy.
Sheesh.
He missed out.
The Hulk Hogan grill. I don't know if it would have been at. Well, it would have worked. I mean, he's like an American icon. Everyone knows him.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, be pretty with the hedonism with the psychopaths.
A bass player. He knows an instrument. What's the weather out there with you, Syrup?
It's got to be like 20 something right now.
Dang, it's cold as fuck.
And tomorrow's like 25, and then it gets up to 40.
Damn. I still can't wear a fucking sweater here.
What is it, like 60s?
Let me tell you.
You had a George Foreman grill in the can.
It's 69 degrees right now.
It's not bad at all. I didn't know they had George Foreman grills in prison.
Dude, I be seeing some of these dudes' prison cells. They got TV, they got books, they got writing materials. I've seen some of them with tablets.
Yeah, or the ones that'll write like you could be a pen pal with the inmate.
Yeah, and well, you can email. I had a homie who had that in federal prison. It was called well, you could email him, and if he added you on his correspondence, you could email him and talk. I could email him and I never did though. I never did though. I should have though.
$1 for the Foreman grill you had to pay.
What? I thought that would be like under $100 or under 200.
Well, he was in the can, so he had to spend more.
Ah, okay. George dated a woman in prison on Seinfeld. Constanza?
I don't remember that one.
I remember the one where he acts like a bad boy. He gets the Yankees jacket, and all of a sudden he becomes a bad boy.
Yeah,
Dude, some women are just weird as fuck, bro. I know stories of women who they just like that's their goal to meet a guy that's locked up, wait for him to come out. They make him his pen pal and shit. I know some couples like that. It's fucking and this lady, bro. I know she was telling the love story, her love story. You know what she said?
well,
That she was 19 and then she would go visit him in prison. And that's how he met. That they never met, bro. They talked over the phone once, and she went to go see him in prison.
wow.
Like, and she was saying it like it was the most beautiful love story ever. And the whole time I'm like, what the fuck, bitch? Like, get the fuck out of my face. I never want to talk to you ever again. Like I would. It just I was just like, what? That's crazy.
I knew someone way back in the day. They used to write to Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker.
Was it a chick?
Yeah, the serial killer.
Fuck. I that dude would get hella chicks, huh? I heard.
Yeah, she used to write him all the time.
That's so weird. And he'd respond.
I don't know if he responded or not, but she was obsessed with him.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Yeah, that's stupid shit like that. And I can change him. Oh, he's my man, and I know he's a good man. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, but what threw me off was that she was 19.
That's
And
crazy.
yeah, and what pisses me off the most is that now she be acting like oh yeah, listen to me, I know best. But no, you didn't. Like, look. I mean, they're married now. They have a good family and everything. It worked out, but I still don't feel like that's cool.
Yeah,
And dude was a killer too. Forgot to add that part.
I figured he was.
Yeah, bro was a hella killer, bro. Like a 10-year age gap. Dude was doing live. Fucking retarded as fuck situation.
Cash App changed the prison system big time. Yeah, I could see that.
I'm 31. Nick Apples. Nick Apples. I just turned 31 in November. Yeah, I mean, if you got a smartphone in there, for sure. But I heard that like when you get a smartphone in prison, they almost always know, but they just let you use it so that they can catch you doing what they want.
Remember Don P? They gave him the phone and it was
Oh yeah.
they bugged it. That's,
Fuck, dude. The way he fell for that, that was just a sign of how he was losing it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that guard was because even Cheeto tells him. So see, I told you who's in charge, and then imagine what must have passed through that security guard's head. Remember that scene when Cheeto tells him that? He
yeah,
told you, "Give him on the car, give him on the car."
yeah. All right, Kyle, brother. I'll see you.
Thanks, Kyle.
The story of how Richard Ramirez got caught is pretty cool. The whole neighborhood beat him up, and the cops had to save him.
What?
What about the one with Dahmer? The lady kept saying how crazy he was, and they never listened to her.
Well, I mean, Dahmer. I mean, there were stories that he would get pulled over with the bodies in his fucking trunk, and the cops wouldn't do anything.
That's he was the most disgusting out of them all.
Yeah.
You know, there were some that tried to imitate Dexter, and they got caught.
What the fuck? Are you serious? They kill fucked up people?
No, they just innocent. They did it the shit ass backwards. Innocent people.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of stayed away from Dexter for the longest because of that. I thought it was a little weird, but it's a really good show.
Yeah, you'll see. Like as the seasons go on, you'll see it's not all about that. You know what I mean?
It's not. It's about human behavior. Like it's a really good series. Like every character is really well fleshed out. Like
Yeah,
the Cuban guy with the trouble with his wife, and then his girlfriend that was abused, and the chief of police. You know how she's like Hispanic and she's a bitch, but she's probably like that because she's had a rough life. And then Dokes, he um he was fucking his coworker's wife, but he tries to act like he's all goody goody and squeaky clean, but is he really? And it's a good show, bro. Like I'm telling you, it's everything's really well fleshed out, and
yeah. It's my top five.
yeah. And Dexter's he's a sick fuck. I mean, I don't. He's gonna die. He's either gonna die or get caught at the end. I mean, I don't think he's gonna happily fade into the sunset. There's no way.
I'll let you keep watching.
Yeah, I hate you guys. I
Insert the little Carmine with the cigar gif.
know. The Night Stalker got caught because his teeth were so busted and smelly. Really, he got caught because he had bad breath. Oh fuck.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, motherfuckers with bad dental hygiene. I can't. I'm sorry. Y'all better get it together. There's dental floss out there. They got those like things that you can do between your teeth if you don't want to floss. There's no excuse. No fucking excuse.
Right. Dean Coral and Elmer Wayne Henley. No, what are they about, Beep?
Are they like serial killers too? I like Henley shirts.
Yeah, Dexter wears the Henley.
Yeah, he does. I think it's hilarious how Dokes picked up on Dexter's strangeness, like from episode one.
Yeah, remember when? Oh wait, I don't know if you're at that part yet.
Imagine being a serial killer and the survivor said. I'd be embarrassed, bro. I'd be an embarrassed as fucking serial killer. Like, I'm not one to use the term aura, but I'd imagine as a serial killer, you'd lose aura if your fellow serial killers know you have shitty breath.
I want to do a breakdown of some. I did one serial killer one, but I had an AI voiceover. I want to do one with just my voice.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Do like maybe some obscure serial killer people don't know about.
Yeah, there's a bunch on forensic files that they only tell a story for like 20 minutes, but and it's only the forensics part of it, not the mental part of it.
You know, I saw a really good use. Well, I thought it was cool. One of the mob, it's some mob YouTube channel. He used Henry Hill's Ray Liotta's voice from Goodfellas as
Yeah.
the voiceover for his video.
Oh yeah, there's this site. It's called Vocloner. So you could basically take whatever voice from any movie or whatever the hell and clone it. I did it with Gandolfini and then Frank Vincent. It was scary. Like it's weird.
Well, this one was pretty cool. The Ray Liotta voice was narrating the documentary, and it was a mob documentary. And then he also had like doo-wop music in the background, so
Yeah, that's smart.
yeah, I felt like Goodfellas. It was cool.
Did the AI like pronounce shit correctly?
Yeah, I got everything pretty good. He didn't use it heavily though. He just used it like at parts.
Okay.
So I'd imagine if he had used it more, maybe like you would start seeing
Yeah,
mistakes. Yeah.
because I hate watching some shit and then they just mispronounce everything.
Yeah. Or you notice that you're watching videos and the image has nothing to do with like what's being spoken about, the AI image.
Yeah, yeah, that shit's saturating everything now.
Yeah, I wonder when did it begin? Last year or 2 years ago?
I think during the whole 2020, the whole TikTok era, I think, once that started coming around, you started hearing the same voices.
Bone cancer. He probably had prostate cancer and it went to his bones. I don't know. Dexter would have taped him to a bed,
Yep.
cut his cheek. Tonight is the night.
It's going to happen again. It has to happen.
That's that's crazy.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite actors, Michael C. Hall.
What is? I've never seen him in anything else.
He's in 6 Feet Under.
6 Feet Under. Mhm. And Pepsi. He was an LA dude, right? Richard Ramirez. That was all LA.
Uh, Beep, was that L.A.? I'm not sure.
Yeah, Skid Row.
Oh, was it Skid Row?
Yeah, he would kill people around Skid Row area.
Figures. Southern, yeah, California.
Southern California. I'm actually from Southern California. I'm from LA. Some in San Francisco. Damn, he would take a trip to go kill people. Oh yeah, but we never answered that question about the most respected gangsters of all time.
Oh yeah.
Z
So
left though, but
uh, I would say Ricardo.
yeah, we had said Ricardo and
The Chin.
from New York. Who would you say? Well, Lucky, right? Yeah, Lucky.
I would definitely say the Chin. Um, damn, it's kind of hard. All right, Nick. I'll catch you on the next one.
Who's that guy that the fuck's Michael DeLeonardo says his grandfather was involved with Salvador Davola or some shit like that.
Mikey Scars.
Yeah.
Uh,
See you, sir. You have a good one.
I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah, Michael DeLeonardo though, he's like royal mob royalty, huh? Like he's like one of those like he comes from a mob family.
Yeah,
He
he's
says he can't sleep at night sometimes.
he. I think he's got some of the. I don't like when he goes back and forth and he with the other guys, but his stories are good.
With RJ, and he seems so cool. Like he just looks like he would have been a great boss. I don't know. Like he just seems so composed and just classy. He's nothing like Sammy or other guys.
Yeah,
Um, like I could totally see him as a boss.
you know who was pretty interesting to listen to? Larry Mazza.
Yeah, I seen him online.
He told a story with when Scarpa. He thought he was gonna get killed by him because he let Scarpa let him be with his wife.
Oh yeah, it's weird. That's
Yeah,
some weird shit. That's just
that's why.
on some Catholic type shit. That's weird as fuck.
That's why I'm saying Scarpa was a evil, crazy guy because he was keeping Larry around with that, but he was winded up doing other stuff because he was working with the feds. He was doing so much crazy shit.
Well, that's like the. I mean, that's a real gangster, bro. Like that's a guy that plays power games. It's not even about you know loyalty or honor. It's a power game. So at
Yeah,
that point, it's just about moving the pieces how you want to move them. Fuck, I'm part of this family, or I'm part of that, or he's my blood brother. Like Cosa Nostra, blah blah blah. Nah, it gets to a point where it's just about you know moving pieces on a board, and if that means snitch that guy out, sure. If that means, you know what I mean, like Cheeto does,
yeah,
and cartel guys are like that.
yep,
And I mean, it's like if you're a cartel guy, bro, and you rely on oh they're not gonna snitch on me. We're bandits. Like we don't do that. Like you, I mean that'll get you got thinking that there is an honor system in
yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Like that's
Um,
called being naive, straight up. You know?
Gravano told the story where he was gonna go whack Greg Scarpa, and he found out later on because he didn't get to do it that Greg already knew he was coming and he was waiting for him. That if he would have entered the bar Greg was in, he would have died because I think the feds tipped. Scarpo off that he was coming.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how Chapo would get away a lot of times too. Like he would just get tipped off and leave through a tunnel.
Yeah, that was funny, man. When I saw the video, toilet, he just moved the toilet.
Like Super Mario, bro. Like, like when he goes into a pipe, it just fucking disappears. That's exactly what that dude did.
And they had like fucking like those dirt bikes waiting down there and
Yeah,
shit.
you gotta fucking imagine that little short dude on that motorcycle. Like,
I
no,
wonder
but
what
I
he.
remember, dude, in those days, I don't remember if it was in the day after or the next day. There was a picture like circulating of him in the airplane, and he was already wearing a nice shirt. Like he was already like gone, and they just put that picture. I forget where I saw it, but he was just it was either a helicopter or a fucking little Cessna, and he had the pilot headphones on, and he was already out and about. But yeah, he fucked up, dude. I mean, he should have just disappeared, but he didn't.
You think it was the greed,
I don't know. I
power?
mean, yeah, I guess power gets you drunk. Like I don't know. I mean, I've never had power of any kind, but I'd imagine that once you have power for so long, your perspective just inevitably changes, you know?
Yeah, like you're untouchable.
Yeah, because you've been powerful so long. So you just start thinking differently. I think that's how he thought. I think he thought he could solve any problem that would ever face. Like and he had up to that point, he had been able to overcome every obstacle that had come across him, you know? His enemies, the government, DA, everything. He had been able to come forward, like come, forward or above it or whatever. But so I think that's what happened. I just think he got drunk with power and he didn't know what and a little dementia maybe too.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Gotti because he beat three cases and he thought he was untouchable and everybody loved him. And turns out,
Yeah, there you go. Exactly that. And but it sucks because Mayo, he was on the other spectrum of that. But he ended up in the same place. So I mean Mayo, you could argue, was like the perfect criminal, bro. And the only way they were able to get to him was because they betrayed him in a very fucked up way.
yeah,
Like imagine in Italy, bro, they call a sit down. Bosses, like bosses. And then one boss kidnaps him and turns him into the government. Like that's what pretty much what happened. Now there's a war in Mexico because of that. Like literally, it's all fucked up down here because one guy went to prison or one guy gets extradited and like everything because he's like the linchpin that keeps everything in place.
yeah. Abe Bing said a lot of old former gangsters who are dying or died in a federal medical center in Missouri probably thought they were untouchable. Yeah, that's true.
Well, like in the end of the Irishman, they're all old and sick and they're all dying, and then they'll go to church like Buffalino. That's true. That happens though. Like a lot of my dad, he was never like a church going guy, but when he was dying, he called for a priest.
I think your perspective changes, I guess, when
Yeah,
you.
when you feel death around you.
Yep.
Oh man, it's 9:55 already. Time to go get off work.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not working on the 24th, are you?
Just for like a few hours.
That's not. And then you're off the next day, obviously.
Yeah, I'm off the next day.
What about the 26th?
Um, I work the 26th. Yeah.
What are you doing on New Year's?
Um. Well, I'm probably gonna grill steaks. Well, that's my plan to grill steaks and just you know New Year's and go to
Yeah,
sleep by 2 a.m. by 1:30 or whatever. Nothing crazy. Just bring in the New Year and go to bed.
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do too.
Yeah. What what kind of cruel bastards makes? Well, I mean, I don't have to go to work. I could take the day off if I want to, but I'd rather go to work and get paid. And I don't even have to go to work on the 26th. But if I don't go to work on the 26th, I'll lose like, cause that's like my, cause it'll go into like, cause they're giving me 8 extra hours, right, to cover that the shift, the holiday shift. So, but if I go work on the 26th, it'll be like 8 hours of OT of overtime. So I'd rather go do that
Yeah,
and make like, a good amount. And I mean, it's not like I do much. I'm literally working right now. I'm at work right now, so I'd be chilling. Yeah,
Tony
holiday pay.
Bing said Tony Ducks never rolled, and for his loyalty, he died in prison at 87.
Kerala?
Yeah. Meanwhile, they let out the frickin' Gemini twins.
I think guys like him though, like Gotti and Corallo, they knew that that was a possibility,
Yeah,
and they came to terms with it very early on. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I think in their head, as long as my legacy is intact and my family's good, fuck what happens to me.
yeah,
Because I mean, that's really what should matter to them, just that their rep is good and that their family is good.
yeah. Beep. They let out the Gemini twins.
Weren't they like serial killers or something?
Yeah, they probably had over 50 bodies.
Yikes. Why'd they kill someone else?
I think they were like very sick. That's why they let them out.
Sick of their head or they're actually sick?
Like dying type sick.
Both of them?
I, that's what I heard.
Oh.
I know Gravano wanted them on his show. He said he'd let them on if they changed. He would let them on.
Didn't Sammy say one time that he'd have Joe Merlino on? And Joey was like, "What the fuck? I'm insulted. You would even think I want to go on your show, you fucking rat." Like he just fucking went off on Sammy, thinking like, for even considering that he would consider going on that show.
Yep. Sammy needs more people to rat on. He's probably friends with more feds than anybody.
Oh yeah, he always talks about how he had a really good relationship with his FBI handlers.
Yeah.
That everyone loved him at the base, at the FBI base. Everyone loved good old Sammy, and they loved how good he cooperated and gave details.
He needs the veto treatment.
All right, I'm off work. Let's go. Well, that was an easy Sunday.
Couple days till Christmas. 4 days.
Yes, sir. Hey, Sarah, in Italy, is Santa Claus a thing?
Um, I don't even know. I have no idea.
Cause here it's more like a Catholic thing. Like it's more like they do Christmas more Catholic style. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So Santa Claus doesn't really come into that.
I think that's an American, the corporate bullshit.
Yeah, and then basically Christmas here is to celebrate Jesus's birth.
Yeah,
And it's like it's really religious here. So I'm assuming it's kind of like that in Italy, no?
it's probably the same as Mexico. Yeah,
Yeah, like the kids here, they don't say that Santa Claus is bringing them a toy. They say that baby Jesus is bringing them a toy because he was just born, so he's
yeah,
bringing everyone toys.
that's probably better than Santa Claus.
Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, baby Jesus, I'm down for that.
Whatever happened there?
Whatever happened there? The Western powers created six figures for us to idolize with no provocation whatsoever. But I'm excited for Christmas. I already got an outfit. I'm considering drinking tequila, although probably not. But maybe I want to drink alcohol on Christmas. Either a glass of something nice or a shot of something nice. But maybe I should do a glass of wine, huh?
Do you like Cafe Patron?
I don't know what that is.
It tastes like coffee, but it's Patron.
No, I don't drink much, so I don't.
It's like a tequila with the. It tastes like coffee.
That probably tastes good.
It does taste. I mean, I haven't tasted it in like a decade, but when I did, I liked Cafe Patron.
You were drinking Pinot Grigio the other day, right?
Yeah, I like to, you know, have a little sip like once in a blue moon, just that bitter taste.
Is that strong Pinot Grigio or is it chill?
It's nothing. I forget how much percent's in it. Maybe like 4, 5. Jersey boy. I ain't no Jersey boy. Coffee. The coffee with the chicory.
Oh, you know what they sell here that made me laugh a little bit? They have those panettones.
Oh yeah, the panettone.
They sell them here, bro. Like, but and it's called that panettone, and I was like, oh shit, that's the thing from that. You know those Italian guys on TikTok, the ones that say approved.
Yeah, yeah. I get them sometimes. They're good.
Yeah, that's where I learned about the panettones. But yeah, they saw him here. My mom was all like, buy it, and I'm like, I mean, I mean, have you had one? What is it? Just bread and chocolate?
Uh, there'll be raisins, different fruits. Some have what fruit is that? Not pears, but there's just some, I don't know. There's always
Peach.
different. Maybe it is peach. I'm not in Long Island. I'm in Staten Island.
Hey, Olga, salud.
Hey, Elga, you're finally free, huh? Now you're free.
Free from what?
She was busy before.
Well, yeah. But yeah, they got the panettones here at Sam's Club.
Did you ever try it?
Nah, I didn't want to buy it because it looked huge, and I'm like, what if I don't like it?
I
So
think I think you'd like it.
Is it moist or is it like a dry ass bread? Because
It's
just from what it looks like, I can imagine what it tastes like.
it's like
It's like a muffin, right? I don't know. Is it
you
like a
could
muffin?
you could like once you cut it and you could pick it apart easily. Like it's like airy, if you know what I mean.
Hmm. Now We Are Free is a great song from Gladiator. Yeah, that's a great soundtrack.
Bensonhurst is not far away. Where are you, Bing? I wish I lived in Bensonhurst.
Benson Hurst. Benson Hoist.
If I had a house in Bensonhurst, I'd be a millionaire.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. So what's going on in the world? Dude, did you see we're gonna go to war with Venezuela?
Yeah. No, I don't live by the ferry. I live by the Verrazano Bridge. So I'm 5 minutes from Brooklyn. Favorite and least part of New York City. Favorite would be Manhattan, then Brooklyn, then Queens, then Staten Island, then the Bronx. Sea Caucus.
New York.
Oh, he's breaking balls with Joe Pesci when he was in Sea Caucus. He's in the middle of the weeds laying down. He's resting. Here you resting?
What is he saying there? That a cop came to interrogate him while he was chilling at the beach?
Y- Yeah, I think he was like in the middle of the weeds laying down. He's like, I'm resting. He's like, here you're resting in the beach or the park. I said, I'm resting. I know I'm resting. I'm resting.
He's all right. I'll tell you something. Why don't you go fuck your brother? What the fuck?
He's like, Ming, I wish I was big just once.
Real funny. Real funny. What do you mean I'm funny? What do you mean the way I talk? What?
Oh, you're on the other side. You're in Jersey. How he's doing?
I heard New York was crazy in the 70s. Like it was legit going down the drain in the 70s.
I'm trying to think if the bridge was there yet because there was no bridges there. And then that Gambino guy ran Staten Island. It was uh, his nickname was the Cat. I forget his name. Yeah, New York was crazy. The '90s, I remember. You couldn't walk down Central Park. It was bad. The scary places in the Bronx. I don't know the names. Uh,
Yeah, I've seen pictures of New York in like the 70s and 80s. It looks war torn. Like it looks fucking apocalyptic.
I know the 80s it was bad in like Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, and
But it
the
looked like that movie, The Warriors. The
yeah,
Warriors.
yeah.
That's that's how it looked.
Then you had the killer in Central Park. What was his name?
There was a spike in crime though in the 90s all over the country because
Yeah.
the crack stuff got really bad in the 90s.
Oh yeah, from the 80s, then the 90s.
Yeah.
Now it's just more people and it's more crazier. But there's cameras now, so that's the only thing that kind of stops some of the shit.
Oh yeah, Son of Sam. I saw that
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah, he was doing mad shit, and I know he was killing people in Central Park. Where I was there the other day, I took the video of Central Park.
Have you seen the movie, Sir Son of Sam?
Um, I watched the documentary. The movies I usually don't watch.
Raspoli's in it.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, and Linguizano.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Raspoli plays like the neighborhood boss, tough guy. And
He's always a good, tough guy.
yeah, and when Sam's like doing his worst, he like organizes like a block security force of wise guys and shit, and they blockade their neighborhood.
Yeah, he got caught because of a parking ticket. Bang, I won't even go to the Bronx today. Never mind back then. Yeah, Berkowitz said his neighbor's dog told him, but I don't know if he was just saying that.
Or that insanity plea,
Yeah,
like Junior.
yeah, I think maybe that's why, but I'm not 100%.
Junior actually went crazy. You're in your car, here.
What happened?
You're in your car right now.
Yeah,
Chilling.
the Burger King in Co op City. You take your life in your hands. Still some banana guys around the Bronx. Yeah, there's Italian parts of the Bronx, but there's just no reason for me to ever drive there. If I want good food, I no need to go to the Bronx for it. Oh, he did admit he made it up. I figured that.
Dude, that dog was like a character in the movie. That dog.
I knew I had a feeling he made it up. It just didn't make sense.
I always grew up in hood areas. Well, not anymore, but when we were younger, yeah, I mean, I grew up in the fucked up side of town, but I mean, shit just gets normal, and you just learn to avoid stuff.
Yeah, the city life, it's just, you were in LA, so, there's good parts, there's bad parts, but just because it's a bad part don't mean bad shit's gonna happen.
Well, I lived in LA till I was 9, but like Phoenix hood world is different from LA's. It's
Yeah,
it's not like gangs. It's more like just like drug sales because you're in Arizona, whatever, Phoenix. The border's right there, and so it's like when I was little, there was like a crack house behind me, and one day on my way to school, there was like 30 cops there and shit, and I was like, my mom's just like, just go, hijo, just go to school, don't say nothing.
Yeah, if you mind your business, usually nothing happens. Are there nice parts of the Bronx? I have no idea, bro, because I went there like twice in my life.
Sirif doesn't know. He's like, I don't like the Bronx. I don't go to the Bronx. I don't
It's no,
got family in the Bronx.
yeah, there's just no point for me to ever go there. I don't know. There's no point. There's Brooklyn right there. There's Jersey. There's just no reason for the Bronx.
What's like the least part of New York you've ever visited?
The Bronx.
The
I
Bronx. The Bronx, yeah.
don't even like Long Island.
That's where you live, isn't it?
No, Staten Island.
Oh, Staten Island.
Long Island is like the state. It's not the city,
Oh, okay.
and it's got like some of the highest property taxes. It's like a mini New Jersey kind of.
Chido, I gotta go shower and stuff. If
All
you're
right,
if
brother.
you're still on, I'll hop on. But
All
not good night, fellas.
right, brother. Yankee Stadium is in the Bronx. Yeah, I never been to a Yankee game. I wasn't a fan of the Yankees till recent, like the last 10 years. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. Anyone in here got Discord or IG? Oh, yeah, you followed me on X. What's your name on X? I gotta check after I get off. Did you DM me? Yeah, DM me. Because the next two compilations, I'm not gonna be able to put on here because they'll block it. You guys got anything else? I might head off in 10 minutes. The Mets are in, yeah, Queens. How you doing? You're in Discord, right? He's like, thank you. That was great. That's funny. Oh, you are on it? Yeah, I went to Shea Stadium. That was the only. I went once to see the Mets. Yeah, the next two compilations I definitely can't put on here because I just can't. That's why I'm asking if anyone has Discord or email, Instagram, so I could link you. Unfortunately, I can't put it on YouTube. I've been getting hate lately because of that, because I haven't put up anything. Those guys have no idea what it's like to be number one. A wrong decision is better than indecision. That you're right. You used to be a pragmatist. People sending hate. I know, because I've been, all my compilations I've been doing for nothing for the last 3 years, and then I'll upload something that I worked hard on that's mine, and nobody views it. I could do every character, the whole thing. I could even do the whole show. I just can't on here, unfortunately. So the next compilation I'm putting out, when I link you to it, you'll see how better it'll be. Yeah, I do ignore them. Like one of my videos, I lost 6 subscribers. I don't even care. I appreciate that, Bing. Unfortunately, because eventually I have to take down all the videos, and it's going to suck because all the comments are awesome. But I'll still have them all. That's why I want to give you guys them. I don't want them to just be a waste. And then eventually, when the dust settles, when I know for sure that things will be all right, then I could start putting them back on here. But I'm thinking like January, I'm gonna move. They're already almost all of them are moved somewhere else. Yeah, I appreciate that, Beep. I know who's a true fan and who's not. You know how everybody just wants what they want, and then if you don't give it to them, they'll just hate you. Going to ground, they call it. Who does? It's an expression. You guys will see, especially Beep. You'll see when I DM you. I'll show you. I'll probably have one compilation ready tomorrow, and you'll just see the difference between here and that, and what the one that I make my way. It's just way better. Yeah, people that they're that's all they care about is themselves these days. Out of the 126,000 subscribers, I probably got like 3,000 loyal people. Our existence on Earth is a puzzle. Yep. It takes nothing to just, a, a quick click, a support. I don't even ask for anything. Like I made I thought it was a funny song just for the community. I got roasted for that. They're like, oh, just stick to Sopranos clips. I'm like, no, I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not doing what you want me to do. I appreciate that, Beep. I know that, brother. Did I just read The Stranger? What's that? Yeah, the song was supposed to be funny for you guys. Some people took it to heart. They're like, just stop doing that. I'll never stop doing. I like to try everything. Oh, the AJ joke. I might do one more stream tomorrow because tomorrow is what, the 21st? Well, today. So I might do one more tomorrow. And then after that, I will probably be busy. I'll still put out some compilations and shit, but your grandma always said you'll never know what you like if you don't at least try it. Exactly. I like to try everything out. I think everything will go smooth. We'll have a lot of people missing out, but that's their loss. You guys are funny. Livia was always right, and she was one of the smartest too. She wasn't stupid. Yeah, if the world feels like a simulation, yeah. I got a theory on that, but if I had more brain cells at the moment to explain it, I would. But yeah, I've been watching Stranger Things. I just finished season 4. Stranger Things kind of, I think the writers are trying to say something about like what goes on in this world right now. But once I finish the series, which will be probably next week after all the episodes are released. So January, I'll do a whole Stranger Things breakdown. Yeah, season 3 would have been crazy if Livia was still there. Okay, beep. So my favorite season of Stranger Things was season 1, then season 4 so far because I didn't see season 5 yet. So 1, 4, 2, and then 3. And my favorite characters would be Hopper. Um, as far as the adult Hopper, Winona Ryder's character. I like for the teens. Um, you have Nancy and I forgot his name. Nancy's the her old boyfriend, not the one she's with now, not Will's brother. But I do like Will's brother. I like 11, and Dustin's my favorite kid character. Steve, there you go, Steve. I love Steve. I would do Stranger Things streams. I'll definitely do those. I wish I could contact you guys. I'm gonna contact you, Beep, with the whole Stranger Things stuff. And then you other guys, either hit me up with an email, Instagram, or if you want to join the Discord, let me know. I'll send you the link. That way, if I have a stream going or whatever, Vecna is a great villain. Yeah. So far of what I know about him, because I didn't watch season 5 yet, Vecna's a pretty cool villain. It's not as quotable as The Sopranos, but it's legit. Yeah. Yeah, DM me now. I'm going to head off in like 2 more minutes. We'll just, you know, finish up. Bing, if you want to get in touch with me. Who else we got? How you's doing? DM me if you want to get in touch with me. It says you can't message me because you're not verified. Try to at me in like a tweet. Or even if you have to just email me, seriousmedia@gmail.com. Seriousmedia@gmail.com. Tell me who it is, and then I'll link you. All right, guys, I'm gonna head off now. Uh, yeah, if you want to email me, just hit me up, and then I'll get back to you as soon as I see it. All right, perfect, brother. Yeah, spout like this. Yeah, serious. So seriousmedia@gmail.com, and then I'll link you. Flying into JFK Tuesday for Christmas in the Catskills. That's gonna be nice, bro. You'll enjoy it. I like the Catskills. Good night, brother. All right, guys. Good night. I'll probably do one more stream tomorrow this week, and then I'll drop a compilation tomorrow too. Sounds good, brother. Christmas plans? Just spending time with the family. Salute. All right, gentlemen. Take care, guys.